Welcome back. The next job is to get the rear quarter panels aligned where they meet the light and the boot lid. I need to get the depth even either side. I need to make the top part of the quarter go flat to meet the roof, so I need to trim some off this top edge. So the first thing I need to do is make sure the lights are fully screwed in, and then I can make some reference marks to allow the right panel gap between the boot and the quarter panel. Both rear quarter panels trimmed. I'm happy with the fitment, so I have my reference point here. The next job is to weld a couple of tabs on the car body underneath the panel here, so I have a nice mounting point for any movement on that corner. Rear tabs welded on, the next thing to do is to prep this area for some etch primer, because I won't be able to get to it once the quarter panel's on. Now that we have the etch primer dried to protect most of the bare metal, I can seal this duct from the outside with some 3M silver tape. Now that I've drilled the holes for the rivets, the next job is to countersink them. Before I rivet the quarter to the car, I need to put some sealant along this top line here. This will help it bond to the car, but also stop water ingress. The benefit of it being really cold in here is I have a lot of time before this dries, so the work time is pretty good. It's on my side. I know us British like to talk about the weather. I've just gone around and made sure all the Sikaflex is out of the joints and nothing is protruding, because once it's dried it's really hard to remove. All of the areas down here I can still work on. I can get my hand up underneath, so once it's dried, hopefully within around 24 hours, then I can start fixing. There's a fixing point under there, there. Finally, the undersill part will be connected to the bottom. So these are the sort of panel gaps we like, probably 2mm. Again, the panel gap is good on the near side, however I do need to trim the polycarbonate rear window because it is just contacting the upper part slightly. It's easy to install the rear lights, so this doesn't foul it even though it's such a tight fit. Next up are the sills. I need to do the same procedure, so I will flush rivet them across the top and bond them, and then the rest of the undersill will rivet to the bottom section of this piece. Whilst I'm making more design changes, I want to adjust these end plates. I want to make them slightly larger and mirror the shape of the internal plate there. I think this should look much better. It's in line with that plane. Now that the rear quarter is bonded to the car and the sill is also bonded to the car, I can make the join between the two, and I need to make some fixing points around here. Once I've done that, then I can get on with the under tray for the sill. lower sills in place, I will now move on to another job. Before I remove the rear wing for preparation for paint, I'm just going to make any final adjustments and notes if I want to change the shape of anything. I'll do it while it's on the car, and then I'll take it off, and then it can be prepped. As you can imagine, all of these individual pieces add up to a fair bit of weight for this rear wing. So I'm trying to think of ways to save some weight without compromising the structural strength. The back of the end plate, there's a fair bit of material that I can remove. I can reduce the material on the wing to create an S shape in the flow of the curvature on the side. Side plates are the heaviest part of the wing individually, so even if I remove that amount of material on each side, it will help. I can also afford to lose some material on this cutout. With the wing removed and the quarter panels fastened in place, I now know exactly how much material I need to take off the polycarbonate window on each side that runs up this seam here. Now that I have the appropriate gap around the edges, the window can go perfectly flat on the boot lid. So I can make the trim for the rubber seal that goes on the top of the duct on the inside, because I have some rubber seal now. That's it for another episode. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.